everybody. My name's Heidi, and I am the Education Manager at Seattle Humane. For everyone who is quarantining with pets, I wanted to give you some tips of some activities that you can do with them that will help make their time easier, help them have fun. These are things that we do in the shelter, and these are things that you can do with items that you probably have at your home already. So enrichment, if you haven't heard that term before, it's things that we do to make our pets' lives interesting, things we do to make their lives rich. And ways that we do that are by providing different sensory experiences. That's called sensory enrichment. We provide social enrichment when we spend time with them or we have them spend time with other animals. We focus on physical enrichment, so what we can do in their environments. Nutritional enrichment, which as you imagine is giving them the food that they need and different types of food and different ways to eat it. And then occupational enrichment, which is a lot of what we're going to talk about. Animals like to be busy sometimes, just like us. So I'm going to give you some ideas for ways that you can keep them busy. The things that I have that you can grab if you want to try making some of these: paper towel rolls, toilet paper rolls. Hopefully you stocked up and you have lots of these hanging around. Go ahead and save those from the trash and we can use them to make some things for your pet. I also, for my first activity, this is an empty tissue box. Other things to grab are treats, maybe small toys that your animal enjoys, and then tape and scissors. So the first thing I want you to make is something for your cats. We're going to make them a treat puzzle. So that's what this tissue box is for. What we can do is cut off that top part of the tissue box. I really like good strong scissors for all of these crafts. Now we've got an empty box. Great start, right? So then we're going to take some of these toilet paper rolls, or you can cut down a paper towel roll for this large size of tissue box. A large paper towel roll makes 3, and they usually fit right to the top, so I'm going to try that now. And then you're going to fit them inside the box. What I find usually works pretty well is a row of 3 and then a row of 2. And you can cut the toilet paper rolls to be the same height as the box. You don't have to, and sometimes it's nice to have some of them a little bit different. If you have these little rings left over, you can push 3 of them together. It helps if they're kind of the same size, and make a ball. So this is my box with my pre-cut toilet paper rolls. Like I said, I was able to fit them in rows of well, I guess I did it this side. I did it 5 and 4. And then I have taped some of them together on the bottom. That's just to hold them in place. And then if you want to use glue to help them stay together a little bit in the middle, that works well. But if you want to be able to use your toy right away, you can tape to the edges as well. And once that's done, you can take little toys or you can take treats. My cat loves dehydrated salmon, and they're in pretty big chunks, so that's a good one, but use whatever your cat is going to find interesting. And if you hide some of those toys and treats inside the tube, your cat can fish them out with their paw, and that's fun for them. And that is a great way if you have a cat like mine who just wants to eat everything as fast as possible and as soon as you can. That can be a great way to slow your cat down a little bit and let them have some fun. This is also great for kittens. If you are making one of these for kittens, though, I recommend one of the smaller sizes of tissue box so that they can get their arm in there and they can experience the success of finding that tasty prize. All right, so another thing that you can try with our handy dandy paper towel roll is you can make a scent roll for dogs. Dogs can smell thousands of times better than we can, and they really enjoy using their nose to find a tasty treat. So you're going to use your scissors. You can poke some holes in the paper towel roll so that scent is going to come out. Then use your thumbs, kind of push it in and over itself so that you can stuff something inside. You can use paper, or you don't have to use anything at all if you don't want to. And then add something that is going to be smelly and interesting for your dog. So you can put a couple of their treats in there, or we use bulk spices at the shelter. This is basil. We also have chamomile. Oregano works great. Just make sure anything that you're putting in there is going to be something that your dog is allowed to eat. So do a little research first before putting any food inside. And then close the top of that paper towel roll. So whatever you had inside is going to stay in there. And then your dog can have fun kicking that around, trying to open it up and get to the good smells inside. Another thing that you can do that is also going to provide that sensory enrichment and can also provide that nutritional enrichment is to take an empty box, and we know that you have plenty of those around from your shopping. Fill the box with crumpled up paper. You might choose before you do this to put some peanut butter or some of your dog's wet food on the bottom of the box. It's up to you. You can put some of those dried spices or other treats in and amongst the paper. Fold the top over for a little bit of a challenge. Again, you don't have to. And then let your dog rip that apart to find the treats inside. You can even feed them their whole dinner that way. You can put their usual amount of kibble inside that box underneath the paper and have them have a good time hunting for it. What you do want to do that I haven't done yet with this box is if there's any tape, if there's any mailing labels, things like that, that the dog shouldn't be eating on the box, please take them off. Your dog will thank you. So will your veterinarian, and so will your bank account, because no one wants to have to pay for a bowel obstruction to be removed. All right, so the last craft that I'm going to show you, this is something that you can do for any critters that you might have in your home. We give these to guinea pigs and our rabbits. If you have several toilet paper rolls, you can take one and sort of fold it in half. You don't want to crush it. You still want some holes. And put it inside. And then take another one and try and fit it in a slightly different spot. And you can add probably a maximum of 3. You still want your animal to be able to pull these middle parts out. That can be fun for them. The reason I like having these little holes, these little sections, is that you can put some of your critters' favorite treats in there too, Or you can add some of their hay just to make it more interesting. You could also take a toilet paper roll and just stuff it full of hay. Sometimes our rabbits like to toss these up in the air. That could be something that's fun for them. I hope you learned something new, and we've given you some ideas for how you can use household items to have a good time with your pet while you are at home together.